Hello and welcome to the Daily Self Love Podcast. I'm your host, CS Neha Bajaj, and in today's episode, let's check out what are the things, the few short, minute things which may seem nice, but then they are not always nice and are not always too kind either. First, your intention of avoiding conflict at all cost. It's a very popular saying that if you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you are only setting to start a war within yourself. You might achieve the target of not getting into the war with the other person, but then it's you yourself being at war with your inner self. Positive conflict can lead to problem solving and greater understanding. And this is a very strong message which you need to understand. Conflict is not always going to be a negative. If it's a healthy conflict, if it's a positive conflict, both parties or all the parties who are involved in that particular conflict, they are going to have a set intention of solving a problem rather than going into the blame game. Alright, but again, it all depends on the intentions. If all the parties sit together and have the intention that, okay, really solve the problem, let's do it, then that's a positive conflict and you should have such kinds of conflicts. Positive conflict can lead to problem solving and greater understanding. I repeat that once again. And with this, we are coming back to the number 2, which is trying to help others by changing them. We are thinking, oh, you know what? Change this. And you know what? I'm trying to help you doing that. I'm trying to help you assess that, this is something you need to change. No, that's not the right thing. Because we all want to be accepted and understood for who we are. If I want for myself to be understood by every other person for the real Neha that I am, I also have to give this. And in fact, I would like to add here that before I even expect that for myself, I have to first offer it to others. I have to allow the other person to be the real person that he or she is. No matter the situation, no matter the circumstances, no matter the relationship that we both might have. But I always expect the other person to be as real as possible, because only then I can expect that person to allow me to be the real self. Because anyhow, I am going to be the real one. I can never pretend, right? But then for the other person to accept the real me, that's into his ball game. Now for me, I have done all the things I can do. I have checked all the boxes. First, I have allowed the other person to be real. It's his or her chance to be real and to be authentic, and I'm fine with it. There's not going to be any judgment in that, right? But in addition to that, what I'm also allowing is, I'm allowing myself to be as real as I can be. It's a two-way game and you have to play it the same way. You cannot expect something for yourself if you're not allowing to give, if you don't have that set intention to give that particular space and that particular expectation to other person. Do not judge. The best way to do anything in life is to stop judging. Just give space to yourself, to your thoughts, and to others and their thoughts. You can be right at your own place. The other person can be right at his or her own place. It's perfectly fine. With this, let's move on to number 3. Taking on way more commitments than you can really handle. You might not be able to say, oh God, you know what? I'm tired of taking the assignments and I am not going to do that anymore. Right? And then you would be just being nice, and in that portraying that picture of being nice, you just end up taking all the assignments and all the projects, and at the end you are getting yourself frustrated that I have to do this. But what's more frustrating? The more frustrating part is when someone offers to do something but then does not have the time to follow through. So if you are doing that to someone else, just think on these lines that you are getting frustrated. That's understandable for you, but that might not be understandable for the other person, because it's your commitment that he or she is believing in. So if you have had a commitment with someone, stick to it. If not, it's better you do not do that. Just check the waters before committing to anything specific you ever do in your life. With this, let's move on to number 4. Telling people only what they want to hear. Now, this is a game changer, isn't it? I am expecting myself to be real, and then I am just speaking everything that you want to hear. How conflicting is that? I want to be real, and then I am only doing and I am only taking the actions which is what is acceptable for you. It's a total conflict. Suppose you are not agreeing to what I say, you are not agreeing to who the real person that I am, and then I am trying to acknowledge your belief system. How my belief system and your belief system is going to be in congruence when I know for sure and you know for sure that it's already set apart? That's not possible. That's just not possible. And so, what you rather should do is, before you speak, let your words pass through the 3 gates. The gates of, is it true? Is it necessary? And is it kind? And only then speak up. And with this, let's check the last one. Oh God, do you agree with everyone? Do you say, oh yeah, I agree with you? And in the very next second, suppose the other person is saying something exactly opposite to this one. Yeah, I agree to this one too. How is it possible? Either you can agree to one or you can agree to 2 in case these both conversations are in a totally aligned, unaligned way. And so, if that is a situation, you don't have to confront everyone you need and you disagree with. It's okay. Say out loud what you agree to and what you disagree to. Choose your battles, but you also don't have to pretend to agree when you feel differently. Mark these words very carefully. Be real, and being real solves all these issues every single time. With this, I'll sign off for now. Stay tuned for more such episodes, and till next time, stay blessed, stay happy, and stay self-love. And keep sharing this episode of my podcast and all the previous podcasts with your loved ones, and I would be so happy to receive all the love and affection from you all. Thank you so very much. Bye-bye.